I love getting high because I can see the bigger picture.
She can see it, guys.
I feel like you guys both like did a great job right after Disney. I mean, girl, you did The Lovely Bones.
Oh, that's
That
sweet.
was insane.
That was
Great, great film.
You are a
was
great
cool.
actress.
Thank you.
Like great.
Thank
and
you.
then you did the cheerleading, which I
Hellcats.
loved.
Yes, that was a good show.
Well, I feel like they did that because they're both talented.
It's very sweet. Thank you, Tish, for
Take
seeing
it.
a bigger
Yeah.
picture.
Hey, stoners, how's it going?
We're back.
Welcome back to the podcast. We are so excited to have our guest on today. Welcome, Allie and AJ, to Sorry We're Cyrus. We're so happy to have
And
you
we
guys.
can even call them guests. They're like friends.
Special guests slash friends.
Yeah.
I know. We've known you guys for so long. It's so crazy.
It's wild. We're so happy to be just hanging with you two. Like it's been way too
It's
long. This is really
seriously been
sweet.
too long.
No, it's really
Like,
sweet.
it's
By
a
the
good
way, should we have
excuse for
gotten
catch-up.
stoned before doing this?
Oh my God.
should have.
I just said we probably can't play truth or tale.
What in the heck? Well, I mean, she's still breastfeeding,
I'm still
so she's like,
breastfeeding.
she
Maybe
can't really.
that's
But
it.
like,
I don't know
Okay.
for you.
But I could've
don't
done it.
smoke, so we'll
Okay.
let them partake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could've
there you
done
go.
it.
You
Yes,
Let's
yes,
get high
yes.
together one day.
Absolutely.
Oh my
I
gosh,
love
she's so
that.
excited.
You're like, oh no, don't open this can.
Oh,
of
she's
sugar.
been smoking all day. I honestly was probably thinking like, you probably had enough.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But it's like, you do
one
you.
more is going to be fun.
Yeah, one more.
No, this is so fun because I have met them when they were so young.
Do you
Yeah.
remember when you guys met each other?
1,000,000% I do because at that time, Molly was such a huge fan. And this is before Hannah started.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe what we were doing. It was like a photo shoot or something. And we went, and me and Molly like felt so out of place because it was probably you guys and Brent. It was like everybody that was already on a
Sure.
show.
Right.
And like we didn't know anyone. So we were such outsiders. And we, you know, Molly was just like in awe. And I just remember meeting you guys and your mom.
Yeah, that's really sweet. I remember you and our mom really clicked.
Yes.
And we immediately clicked with Miley because we all have like huge personalities, very like go-getter, gung-ho kids. And I think we all really bonded over just being in the industry at a young age.
Totally.
But I the first memory I really have is us all being on that couch premiering Hannah Montana and Cowbells.
Oh my
On the
God.
same night. Because I remember Disney put together this night of premieres and it was our movie and her show. And it was us on a couch like we were in like a sit-down interview with each other,
Yeah, and it was,
interviewing
like,
each
in
other
between
about the
commercials
projects.
or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
So crazy.
And the super sweet
love it.
16,
Love it.
sweet like
I-
18,
I'm
that party
remembering
too.
something else.
Wait, the 16, 18.
Oh, okay, you got
Totally.
I
Same.
have to tell you after because honestly, this will be a private conversation for
That's
the
fine.
rest of our lives.
Fair.
But I just remember the two of them, me and Molly, on a private jet, having so much fun.
Yes.
My
Dishing
gosh.
some tea.
I do remember
yeah, I
this.
remember
This is for off camera.
This is very
Yeah.
off camera,
Yeah.
but honestly, one of my favorite memories.
I
Wait,
love that.
that's so sweet.
That's so
I
funny.
remember it so
So
well. We
funny.
had so much fun.
Yeah,
and I don't
we
even
really
know why
did.
the four of us were on a private jet.
Well, no, I
don't
think
either.
the reason why, well, I don't know why the jet, but I think the reason why we were all together was because of us opening for those few Hannah dates.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
And you guys were getting to a city. Were you guys jetting through the whole tour,
Yes,
or was
not
it?
through the whole tour.
Okay.
but yes, that is the
That's
Okay.
why. And
It
I
was
think
the
you guys were
Hannah
like,
tour.
come on the jet with us, and we were like, okay.
That's what it was.
Because we did like 4 or 5 shows. I forget. But
totally.
Yeah.
So
So cute.
much fun.
We haven't seen Miley in
ages.
forever.
Yeah. Since
But
like
she-
a Halloween party or something.
Maybe. But she is the kind of person where I feel like if we saw her, it would be like instant. Like I would be,
1,000,000%.
I'd literally pick her up.
Yeah.
She would freak out.
Yeah, I think
Like,
we would too. 100%.
So crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, we love you, Miley.
Exactly. Yeah.
love you.
Yeah. She's such a woman now, Molly.
Well, I just feel like we're all such adults. It's so
I
crazy.
know.
It's
Weird.
like
Yeah,
it's
we're
wild.
adulting
just
hard.
Like you have a baby, and I got married, and Miley's engaged. Like it's just nuts to me.
Crazy.
Totally.
That we're all so
It's
old.
I
It's
know.
crazy.
What makes me really old? So let's move on.
I
You
know,
haven't
but-
aged a day in your life.
you're
Oh
like
my
the
God,
same.
I feel like it.
She's Benjamin
It's-
Button.
No, it's insane.
I tell her all the time. Like, do you
yeah.
guys not think she's literally aging in reverse?
No, Tish is like my Shih Tzu.
It's,
It's like you don't like Willow doesn't age either. She's turning 19 soon, and she just
insane.
does.
love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
So you're
it
Willow.
really is. I know.
It's a miracle.
It really is. But the craziest thing about she's like literally the unhealthiest person I know.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Get
work
out.
out. Doesn't eat
But you
well.
walk. You walk a lot.
She does walk.
Yeah.
Maybe
You're
that's
big.
Maybe that's
and she
do
doesn't
walk.
drink.
Okay.
See, that's huge. Not
No
drinking and
drinking.
being
big for skin.
Yeah, that's true.
and being a neighborhood walker, like
Yeah.
a consistent. Love
I
that.
haven't been consistent lately, but
Okay.
I was being really consistent for about a year, and
Okay.
that ship has sailed. But
Well, no, we can get it back.
I'm getting it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be 2026.
Totally.
New Year's resolution.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about you guys a little bit. I'm sure you guys have done a gazillion interviews in your lives, but I love an origin story. I would love to hear just from you guys, like when you were obviously you started so young. Like, do you have memories of first, like knowing this is what you wanted to do with your lives and doing it together? Because you guys do so much together.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
all.
very much
Yeah,
so.
it like kind of all started like
In Seattle.
in Seattle because we lived in a suburb of Seattle. We were born in LA, but we moved out there when I was 3 and AJ was 1, and like so much of my memories of us singing and just like playing music and imaginative games together all started in like our little rec room upstairs, and we had like a little karaoke machine, and we sang a lot in church and in school, and that was like really our first, those were like our first real moments.
Yeah.
When it came to like music specifically.
And
entertainment.
our mom used to sing. Like, she doesn't sing anymore, which is sad. It bums me out. She gets so nervous that she just cannot hold a note anymore, which is so, I'm like, Mom, you had a great voice. And it really started with her.
Yeah.
Like, we would start, we would do like 3-part harmony in church, and she would, we'd play with the karaoke machine, and she would buy us like mics on Christmas, and we'd be like, wow, we have our first mic, and just little things like that. It really started with that, with singing. And then I think once we got our guitars and started playing piano and guitar, but really the guitar, that's when the songwriting started. And I think that is what like bonded Allie and I as like a band. I mean, we had no idea we were going to be a band.
How old
but,
were you guys when you started playing instruments?
Piano was pretty young,
Like 6.
6 and 8, something like
something
that.
like that,
But
yeah.
guitar is really, I think, when it like kicked off for us, and that was like 12 and 14.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so crazy.
And that's when the songwriting happened.
It's interesting. Like, I have 2 sisters, and like I feel like we all love each other very much and always have. But there's definitely just been this competitive element, I feel like, between sisters that I don't know I feel like for a lot of sisters, like that's just such a prevalent thing. So I know you guys remember Everlife. They were such good friends of mine.
Yeah.
And like the 3 of them obviously did Everlife
Yes.
together and worked together and did music together. And so it's so interesting to me. Like, did you guys always just get along and want to create together? Was there ever any jealousy or competitiveness between the 2 of you guys, like then or now?
No.
No.
Which is weird. I always
that's
hate
rare,
saying no
yeah.
because I'm like, people just probably think
They
this
think
is
we're lying.
bullshit.
Oh yeah.
right.
But I can't think of a moment where it was like it didn't feel right, or it felt competitive, or it felt, I don't know. I just feel like we're each other's biggest supporters, and it's only ever just been us 2. And I do think our parents like fostered a really special friendship with us from a young age that I think they helped kind of create that. Definitely. I think naturally we had a really close bond ever since we were little, but I do think they helped foster that. And it's never really gone away. I don't really think we've never had a rough
We've
patch.
never had like a moment where we weren't close. Like we always were from day one.
Yeah.
And we share a
Yeah.
lot of the same friends and interests, and
Yeah, you're so close in age.
we're close in age.
Super
we're
close
2
in
years
age.
and 2 weeks apart.
Same sign, same.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. We're
What
just
sign
kind
are
of
you guys?
Aries.
Aries. I love Aries. All my best friends are Aries.
Really?
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
All of them. All my best.
Yeah, we're
girlfriends.
like twins that aren't twins. It's
Yeah.
just weird. And we have the same like motivations and desires, and I just feel like our passion has bonded us for years. And it's it is a business, but it's a sisterhood first. Like that is our number one goal, is to keep the sisterhood alive.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
I the age gap is definitely a lot bigger with me, Miley, and Noah. Like,
True.
we're
Yeah, because
all-
wait, what's the age gap?
Miley and I are 6 years apart, and then Miley and Noah, are they 6 years apart?
No, her and Brazen are. So Molly and her are like
Even
8.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Got it. So then you and Noah even
So
larger.
far apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
I don't
Isn't
even
that-
think I realized it was that large of a gap.
Yeah, like truly, like, when I look back on it, I don't even really remember being around Noah a whole lot when she was so young.
Right,
Because at that point, I mean, was I in high school? Was I in college? Like,
High school.
I was
school.
definitely,
But
I was
you
like
were probably,
driving.
like, out,
I
like,
was
yeah.
out.
You
Like
were in a
I
whole
was, you
different-
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Mode
yeah,
of life.
I feel like I didn't really start spending like a lot of time with Noah until she was a bit older,
Horses.
and everybody was living out here,
Yeah.
and we started riding horses.
That was the bond. Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is, but yeah, it is quite a big age gap, which I think plays a role. I think when you're closer in age, that probably makes sense to me that you guys would just do everything together.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Whereas if there's
We had the same friends. We had the
Yeah.
same, like
Did you
everything
guys
was
ever
shared.
date the same guys?
Never dated the same guy.
No?
But
He
had a
a
moment.
couple crushes on some guys, and it was
Okay.
like, no, I liked him 1st.
Yeah, totally. Definitely had that. Allie did a movie with a guy like years ago that then I kind of had a thing with, and she was a little like, well, I met him first, but like, that's okay. Like, I remember there was a weird,
That sounds right.
but there was never like crossover of dude.
No,
like, no.
Yeah.
But that could get really.
And we have really different
hairy.
taste in dudes.
Totally.
That is true, actually. Maybe that's part of what helps.
That's the only area where we're there,
that's
right?
maybe true, kind of. Yeah.
You know what I want to acknowledge just sitting here looking at them?
Let's hear
And
it.
First of all, they turned out great,
I know.
which I credit. No,
Yeah.
seriously. And the fact, like somebody actually said this to me the other day. I am looking at you two stunning, stunning people. And thank God you all are doing weird shit to your faces. I'm sorry.
So sweet.
Honestly, I'm just
I was like, you sound just like our mother.
Just unfiltered.
Somebody said that to me
I
the
love
other
you.
day, and they were like, "It's actually weird when you see somebody
Yeah.
that's not doing all
Right.
that."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Is it like I don't know?" But then I see you, and I'm like, "They look amazing
You guys look great.
and are so gorge."
you.
And I am like, "And you do not look weird."
Thank you.
Thank you.
But there's something
That's
that's like,
really sweet.
I guess it almost is like
just like our mom.
It's literally how our mom
like
would
totally
say
what our
something.
mom would say.
There's almost something like rebellious in a way
I love it.
about not doing something and
Yeah.
choosing to not. Even though I'm not saying that there aren't times where you're tempted. You're like,
yeah.
maybe like,
Oh, I do
you know?
Botox, but
Yeah,
Oh,
and also-
right here, I'm like, do I do it? Like
Right.
the 11s? I'm
it's
like,
the
oh,
greatest
please.
thing ever.
And
But
also, and also, like, if that makes you feel happy and feel
Totally.
good, then do it. But like, there is this crazy, like, onslaught of imagery that we see all the time on TikTok and
Yep.
Instagram that makes you feel like you need to do stuff about yourself and change.
Constant.
And most of the time, like, the men in our lives are like, you look great.
Yeah.
So it's really
Yeah,
funny.
they don't want to see that.
no.
Yeah.
Like, not that we have to do things for them, but like,
No,
they don't.
but-
That's not what they
but yeah,
desire at the end
Like
of the day.
literally, I'm so relieved because my husband is always like, because I'm like always doing this, like, shit, is it time?
Is it time for the facelift?
And then
we're
he's always like,
no.
you cannot
No.
do that.
Don't
Yeah.
get a face.
And I'm like
crazy.
so relieved that he's like, do not do
But
that.
that's great that
Good.
you have like a guy that's not.
Oh,
like, yeah,
thank
go under the
goodness.
knife.
Wait, and you got married a couple years ago, right?
Yes,
Oh,
I did.
congrats,
And he's
Tish.
so awesome.
That's
And
awesome.
like, and I love it that he does like that. All that freaks him out.
Love
so,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better to
that.
have the guy that's like
Totally.
that actually like makes me like not down.
Oh,
I'm not into
Well,
it.
and the thing is,
Totally.
too, again, not against any of it, but it's like it does kind of start making people, at least online, like kind of look the same.
Oh,
Like, you end up
exactly.
looking like kind
There's
of
a little
one
bit.
more.
It's that uncanny valley kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not even saying like I would really someday like to get a small lift. Like, I just think I'm too
Small lift?
scared to do it in
Sure,
some
sure,
ways.
yeah.
But if I wasn't scared, I'd probably do it.
You don't need to.
But like, it is a relief because I do feel like maybe people are we starting to come back to like.
Well, I was about to say
Natural
the
beauty.
pendulum always swings
interesting.
back. And right now, like with the thing I keep seeing and hearing is iPhone face. And so many
yeah.
people are complaining
right.
about actors and actresses being cast in roles and these like the one that sticks out to me is it's not out yet, but the new Wuthering Heights with Margot Robbie and Jacob
Yeah,
Elordi.
yeah.
Everyone is freaking out, saying like you can't cast actors and actresses with iPhone face in a period piece. And so a lot of people
Wait,
are,
what's iPhone face filtered?
yes,
Yeah,
like
just
looking
really-
very
yeah.
young, filtered, perfect,
Filtered,
like
like perfect complexion.
yes,
Because it kind of takes you out of the movie a little bit. Like, I don't know about that
Totally.
one because I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet,
when
but
it hasn't, it's not
I'm
out.
totally with you. Like, it's distracting to the period. It's distracting to the story. Like, a lot of times you end up kind of looking at that and you're not really watching their
Totally.
work. And honestly, that's kind of been one of the main reasons why I would never want to do it is because A, we're on stage all the time. You want to
Totally.
be able to use your face
And
as
emote.
expressively
Yeah,
as
yeah.
possible.
Totally.
But also on camera, being up close in certain shots. Like, I wouldn't want that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Or I would be scared that something goes horribly wrong. Which is
100%.
why you were like, that's
Yeah.
why I'm scared. I'm like,
Going
I
under the
get
knife.
that. I get
Yeah.
that.
I
'Cause some of
mean,
these
like,
things are
this
not
is your
reversible,
face.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Totally.
And this dermatologist that I go to, he does facelifts and all the things, but he was like, nobody talks about the like 1% or 0.5% that they hit a nerve and you
Paralyzed.
droop
Yes.
for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, my
yeah.
God. Like, that's terrible.
that'll be enough to scare you away from it.
And so I'm
You're
just
like,
like,
I'm out.
like, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
but I do think you're right. Like we even talked about this a little bit in the last episode. Is like for a minute there, people wanted social media to be very curated and polished and filtered and aesthetic and like all these
Now
things.
it's the opposite.
But now it's the opposite, and
Yeah.
people are craving things that are more organic and more natural. And I don't know. I do think you're right. Like it's got to swing back. It's gonna swing back where people are tired of everyone looking the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially in film and TV. And I think people desperately want to watch something where people look like them.
Totally,
instead of-
and to feel like I'm seeing like members of society, which
Yeah.
is what
Totally.
these stories
Yeah.
are supposed to be about.
Yeah.
Totally.
So I
It's a lot
I
more
agree.
relatable.
Yeah.
I do think the pandemic, in a way, with everyone being like shut away for so long, it did kind of lend itself to like this naturalness being like embraced again. I do
think so.
kind of think.
Yeah,
you
and
know
like,
what I mean?
and like embracing the imperfect.
Yeah.
You know, there's actually something like intriguing and
Totally.
and, like sexy about that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking you haven't had Botox in a
haven't.
while. I
I
can see
know.
some movement.
No, I know.
It's a movement, but it looks
Really?
like
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
have much. Like,
I've been trying to slow down on it. I know.
not
Dead.
hormones.
Wait,
I know.
how often would you kind of get it, or would you just like wait
Every
it?
4
Like,
months,
that's
probably.
me.
Okay,
Every
got it.
4 months.
Yeah,
But
but
that doesn't seem like that doesn't seem
lot.
crazy.
That
I
doesn't seem
mean,
excessive.
I don't
What is
know.
the norm?
I think every 3 to 4 months is
Yeah.
normal.
Okay.
But I just, it's a slippery slope. Like once you start, it's like the
Yeah.
hair extensions. It's like once you start,
Oh,
it's really
girl,
hard
don't
to
even talk
stop,
to you about
right?
that. I had hair extensions for years, and then I finally quit.
You do
Yours
it.
is
quit.
amazing.
Oh baby! I mean, you can really
how
truly get your
crazy.
hands in there.
Your hair
There's
looks great
nothing
too,
in there.
though.
I don't. I don't.
They just have good hair.
You guys have good
That's
hair.
sweet.
Yeah.
I didn't.
This is
though,
not
always.
baby hair.
I didn't
this
always.
Is baby
This
hair.
is just because of I don't know. Pregnant. I for whatever reason like my hair grew insanely long.
I
While
mean, it's
being pregnant.
long.
It's so
It's the longest it's ever been.
It's gorgeous.
But
We
I was.
both did the extension thing
Thank
for a
you.
bit.
Oh, I
mean, you
still
did
have
long.
mine in.
But I had
She'll
them
never
for
take 'em
years.
out.
Yours look really
I
natural.
literally had. Yeah, yours is good.
I like have no hair. Like it's crazy.
Got it. So
It's
you're
so
like
But
a
you're
happy
right though.
happy.
It is a slippery slope.
a
Like
slippery
once you start
slope.
doing it, you think then, oh my gosh, if I don't do it, I'm gonna be bald.
Oh, I'm
And then
until
you
I
know,
die.
but like, but guess what? I bet you though, if you took it out, like it's not as it's not as insane.
I
as you
just
think
took
it
them
is.
out, and
It's
actually,
not.
it looked really good.
Yeah. I
And
believe
my
it.
husband was like, "Why are you gonna put
See?
this back in?"
And
was
by the way,
like,
that's what happened to me.
believe
I
it.
literally had them out, and it was like. I think I had them out for like 2 weeks or something
It's a
because I
long
couldn't
time
get
ago,
my
yeah.
next appointment or whatever. It was a weird thing. And at the time, I don't even think we were married yet. We were like engaged. And he was like, your hair looks actually really like, it looks great. I don't know why you're wearing the extensions. Like it was a little shorter and it was a little thinner.
Okay.
And he was like, you should just
Let it go.
Just
Right.
let it go and
Yeah.
just see what it feels like in like a year from
Should
now.
never
And
do
I
it again.
and I literally just listened to him. I don't know why. And then cut to, haven't had him in like, I don't know, it's been like 10 years, something like that.
wow. And your hair? Did you feel like it got thicker? Because probably pregnancy too.
I think
right?
pregnancy helps.
Yeah,
And
it
the
does.
prenatals, I think that helps.
Yeah.
You
being
did
on
have really
prenatals.
good hair before.
I think I
but
had
do
good
think it's a
hair,
different
but I
level.
think it's like, I don't know, it's maybe just like, yeah, it also, there's, I'm sure a lot of damage in a way that goes into the extensions because it's
sure.
like,
1,000,000%.
it breaks, you know, it breaks
Yeah.
the.
Is this your natural hair color?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, you don't even like to
That's
color
also
it like
why
once a
it's
year.
so healthy. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll
And this
sometimes
is
go
your
through
natural?
highlights, that's it.
Yeah.
guys
I haven't
are killing
highlighted
it.
since last
must
Janu-
be nice.
last January. I was like, I'm so done with the salon. I'll go once a year now. That's my thing.
That's
Because
the
all
thing.
my money
So-
goes towards my dog's grooming. Like I decided
I
that
feel
her salon
that.
work goes
Is more
towards
important.
what my salon would be. 'Cause
Totally.
Her groomer's so
Well,
freaking
the other
expensive.
thing that kills
I am
me,
cracking up.
the other thing
insane.
that kills me about just all the fucking female maintenance is it's so time consuming.
I
It
know.
is actually. It's a
I know.
time suck.
And it's
It is.
boring.
It's so boring.
You
Like
sitting there under a hot thing.
There's
and
both
your
nothing
face
I
is
hate
red,
more.
and you're like,
you guys have your nail. We're done with nails
No.
after.
Are you guys
We're,
done?
we're
Yeah.
getting them off.
We're getting
Really?
them off.
Yeah,
I'm done.
we're-
That's a big thing.
okay,
Yeah,
I
it's a
got
big
into
one.
it for a bit and then I stopped because of tour. And now I'm like,
yeah.
maybe I just
No,
own
you
No,
this.
I'm
No.
taking. We're both taking them off and being done with
Wow.
that.
That's our
Go,
New Year's
girls.
resolution.
I love
That's what
that.
I should have done.
Yes.
You go, girls. This
Yes.
is an all natural year.
Yeah.
I mean,
love
yeah.
this.
I just it's because I DJ. Like my hands are so
Oh,
like
yeah.
out. So I just
Right.
felt like, and I don't have good nails. So I was like, I should
I don't
just
either.
keep them done. And like, I'm just fucking over it though. It's like 2 hours out of my
Yeah.
day. When I'm actually home, like. That's gonna be my saving grace of stopping some of this shit. Is like I just want my time back.
Yeah. Which, yeah.
By the way, like fair.
Amen.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I mean, I'll get like a pedicure and that feels like nice, but like
Yeah.
nails, I'm like.
It's so terrible.
Also, they get beat up playing guitar,
I know.
piano. Like
They just get more and
now
more
being
brittle.
a mom, I'm like, you know, there's like dirt and
Yeah.
you know,
And I just feel
Kid
like
food
this is
and-
not healthy.
yeah, same.
The gel on the nail bed seems
it's
crazy.
honestly, it's really not.
Yeah, no,
It really strips your.
totally.
And it
can't
weakens
be.
it, and then they're like, "Oh, you got to come back. You got to
I
get it
know.
again." It's like, well, yeah, because you're damaging my nail.
No, I
It's
know.
a vicious cycle.
And when you put your nails in and they start burning,
oh
It
my
can't be
gosh, the
good.
burning.
I'm
like,
like,
this isn't good.
what am I
it's
doing?
so true. Yeah,
Oh,
it
how about
literally
that?
burns like it. You can feel it like underneath your.
Totally.
How about when they
Oh.
do like gel X and they use
Oh,
that like little blue
God.
light
Oh,
that's like
yeah, yeah,
tiny
yeah.
and they click it and you're like,
I
oh,
don't think I've done that. I don't think
Allie,
I've done that.
it's-
Oh my God, I've done it.
I have
and
too.
it is not nice.
No, it's not.
It hurts.
no, it hurts. And you're
And
like, what is
that's
this
when
doing
I'm
to me?
like, putting gel into the nail bed is heated up to where it's burning is probably not good for nails.
agree.
It's terrible.
Which also means your nail bed's probably so thin.
Oh,
which is why
totally.
you're feeling the heat activation so
Absolutely.
sensitively. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I just think reverting back to like as natural as you can be is.
I
the
do too.
way.
Yeah, I agree. And I
do
think
too.
like in the long run, it's a good way to like learn to be happy with certain things and just to be like, you know what? Maybe this isn't like perfect about me, and that's okay.
Exactly.
And like, you know, I can learn to love it. And maybe you're gonna have certain days that are better than others, but like
Yep.
No, we literally wrote a song about
Yeah,
this
we
on
did.
on the last record. Because we were like, we need to write like a mantra, not only for women who are listening, but for ourselves that we can sing every night on stage that kind of helps inform like how I now look at myself as a 30-something-year-old. It's like, okay, I'm 34. My body's changed a little bit. My jean size has changed. My hair's changed. I have acne in certain like whatever it is. It doesn't mean it's not an insecurity. It could remain an insecurity for a while, but singing this song on stage that we sing every night, this song What It Feels Like from the latest album, it's actually really, it's helped me because now I listen to the lyrics and I'm like, oh, we wrote this for a reason. Like it truly is just telling that like it's okay that there are changes with my body, there are changes with whatever it might be. It's okay to embrace that.
and it doesn't mean that like by embracing it, therefore like problem
goes away.
solved.
Yeah,
you know?
no.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like day to day, you know, you might feel better than others, but yeah, it's cool
been
that
helpful.
that fans have also like mentioned that song specifically.
Yeah.
Like that song really like speaks to me. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you guys have always, whether it was intentional or not, written very like inspirational, especially for women, like music. Like I feel like that's always been like a central theme of what you guys do. Like it was that intentional from the beginning, or is that just like a reflection of who
I
you
don't know
guys
if it was
are?
intentional. That's
I don't know if it was an intentional. It definitely became intentional as we went because we would hear from fans like, "Hey, that really moved me. Like, there's a reason I listened to this," and we're like, "Well, there's a reason we wrote it." And I really think if we start thinking about it while we write a record, then becoming intentional to me is like a really cool part of the process. But I don't think in the beginning it was.
Yeah.
we were so young. I think we were just
know.
like writing songs about like getting bullied and like child kidnapping, and I mean really like the first record had some crazy subject matter, like so wild shit on there that I'm like, wow, that's interesting we even got away with that, and that Hollywood Records even allowed some of that
I know,
content
right?
on there.
Yeah,
but
actually kind of true.
it was clean enough where it was okay, but it was pretty heavy, some
Yeah.
heavy stuff.
Hey Stoners, we want to shout out one of our sponsors, Lola Blankets. Tish and I are both absolutely obsessed. Is this not the softest blanket you've ever had?
Yes, it is the softest blanket I've ever had and the prettiest.
That's so true. For me, like I love a blanket more than anything on my bed, but because of the doggos, I'm always so hesitant to put something so nice like in a place where the dogs are going to absolutely destroy. Let me tell you guys, I have this on my bed. I have the XL, which is massive, and it fits on my king bed so well. Astra sleeps on it every single night, which means I have to wash it quite a bit. It still looks brand new.
And feels the same.
It washes so well. It feels the same. The color hasn't faded. It doesn't pill. It doesn't do any of that. Like, it has been a game changer for me. I literally have 3 of them.
I love it so much. Honestly, I do not ever sleep without it.
Yeah, they're also such a great gift for Christmas. I literally gave one to everybody. And I feel like no matter if it's like a birthday or a wedding gift, like you can literally give a Lola blanket for any occasion.
Love it. We'll tell the stoners how to get it.
I know. If you guys want your own Lola blanket for a limited time, you guys can get 40% off select Lola blanket products with code Cyrus at checkout. Just head to lolablankets.com and use code Cyrus to get 40% off your order. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support Sorry We're Cyrus and let them know that we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola blankets. You guys have been on the road, and I don't know what it is about my algorithm. I'm seeing all these TikToks from your guys' shows.
Oh, that's cool.
And I truly like just fan videos at your shows, which is so cool. I was telling her a couple hours ago because we were talking about emo night, which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like this.
but-
Yeah, it's basically like a party.
yeah.
Yeah, where people play like emo music and whatnot. And now people are doing these Disney Channel nights. Have you guys seen this at all?
I've seen
It's
it
like
come up
Disney
on my
Channel
on my
Raves or
TikTok a couple
something.
times.
Wait, Disney Raves?
Yeah, it's basically like DJs just playing Disney Channel music and a bunch of like 30-somethings out there just raging.
I love that.
Which is hilarious.
How do we get you to DJ one of these and Allie and I and Miley show up?
I know, right? I'm like,
Honestly,
I
true.
was
That would be
thinking,
insane.
That's
I was like,
insane.
there's
That's a really
something
good
to
idea.
this.
No,
Yeah.
let's do it.
We honestly
That would
should.
be
Just like a
so
one night
sick.
only thing or whatever. And
Yeah,
just
once
pop
a
up.
year we just rage.
That
be
sounds
so
invite
fun.
everybody.
So fun.
I know.
I know.
And so is it like Disney songs from not only like
Like all eras.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
and it would be like people that grew up in the Disney bubble, but like put
Exactly.
out an album, or would it be
Yes.
like songs also from like the soundtrack of a Disney show or
Totally,
a Disney
it's all
movie?
of it. Yeah, yeah,
Love
yeah.
it.
So I mean, it's a lot of
adorable.
like you guys and Selena and Miley and Hilary Duff and just like all that. But it's funny because like a lot of these fan videos that I see on TikTok at your shows, it's like literally the same vibe as these Disney Channel raves. And it's a bunch of like women, a bunch of women, I'm sure, taking these videos that are like around our age that grew up with you guys.
Yeah.
And I saw a TikTok video, and I think it was a video of Rush. You guys were playing Rush. And the caption on it said, guys, we made the wrong people famous. And not that you guys aren't famous, you know what I mean? But I think the intention was like, there's just like an integrity to you guys. I think both in the fact that you're so talented, you play your instruments, you write your music, but also like who you are as people. And I feel like that's like really shining through right now with everybody that grew up with you guys is like reflecting back on that. And they're like,
You're gonna make me tear up.
I'm serious. Like
really sweet.
I see it all over TikTok.
Really
and
sweet.
I think it's very cool that you guys are having this moment because you've never stopped making music and you've never stopped, you know, what you're doing, but you've definitely evolved in like a really cool way while staying true to yourselves. And it really seems like these people that listen to you on Disney Channel have like followed you and grown up with you and are like now kind of having this like, I don't know, Saturn return moment of just feeling grateful for who you guys are as artists. And I think it's really cool.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
No, it feels like a renaissance for us. It really does. Like, I don't feel like we ever left, but it does kind of feel like we definitely went away for a little bit, especially when it came to music. Like, you know, we weren't putting out stuff for like 10 solid years.
Yeah.
And we were focused on our acting and there were other things and that's great. But like, we realized back in 2016, 2017, like we were like, wow, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Like we need to get back to this.
Yeah.
And so ever since 2017, like just not stopping the touring, not stopping putting out music, like it's been really fun for us. Like it is truly where we feel the most ourselves and like totally unbridled and free. And that's why I think tour is so powerful because you see that real-time reaction from your fans. It's such a give. Like I love giving to our fans, but we receive, not to be like a cornball, but we receive so much from them every night.
Yeah.
Which is why when you're done, like, you know, it's really hard to like get home from the road. Like you're happy and you're like, I'm tired and like
it's hard.
Like we were bummed,
but you're like, gosh, I'm missing that.
last tour like wrapped up. It felt like it wrapped
So
up
short.
really fast.
Yeah.
We were like, we could have been out for like another month, you know.
Which is why we added all these dates.
Which is why we ended up adding more dates. But and you know, it's interesting because I've seen Miley talk about touring and how she's like, for me, it's just like not for me. And I really respect that she's like been real about that.
Totally.
That it's not a space, or at least not right now or anytime soon, that she feels like she wants to step back into that. Right. And it's interesting because I feel so the opposite. I feel very comfortable on a tour bus. I feel very
just said the
safe.
same thing earlier.
You feel very much at home.
Yeah.
And maybe part of that is starting young, although Miley started young.
So young.
But
I
like,
think you guys having each other.
it helped.
That's what I was going to say.
100%.
100%. I think that it can be, and I always look at like these artists that are solo artists that are not in a duo or even in like a band or a sibling band. And I'm always like, I don't know how they do it because you're really away from like your people for a long time. Unless you're having all those people be
Come
a
with
part of
you.
your crew and tour and they're hired or they're just coming out to hang. Like you really miss out on a lot.
Totally.
So we have never felt like that, but that's because we've always had each other and we're kind of like
That's so
just
true.
attached at the hip in that way.
Exactly.
Did you guys ever, I'm sorry if this is like a weird or controversial question, but like, did you and Noah and Miley ever talk about doing like a threesome band? Like
That would
all
be
female,
so
vocal,
sick.
like a
I
Dixie
know.
Chicks? Like, how did that not
didn't.
happen? I
I
guess
don't
because maybe
know.
Hannah was such a part of Miley's life
Yeah.
that it just
Yeah.
automatically.
And it just, the Hannah thing just happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like it fast. Like it just, you know, went from 0 to 1,000
Yeah.
so
100%.
fast. And like, you know, there was very much like a little bit of crossover. Like Noah was on Hannah Montana a few times. I played in Miley's band in the early
Oh, that's
days.
right.
Like there was crossover. But it's interesting, like in our family, everyone has just always had their own very individual lane when it comes to music and like our
Totally.
taste
Right.
and our vibe and aesthetic. Like, you know, Noah, like we've been talking a lot about how proud we are of her because
So
the
good.
easy route would have been for her
true.
to go do a pop album.
And instead
Totally.
she was like, I'm going to take a
She
total
did something totally
Yeah.
different.
And,
that's-
it fits,
and the
it
music's
fits her
really good.
so well.
It does. Like it's who she is,
yeah.
you know? And same thing with my brother Brazen, who, you know, he's a little bit more low key with his career, but he's so talented, but he has a very specific, different taste and vibe and aesthetic and sound. And
Totally.
Everybody is
everyone
very,
just
is
kind
very
of,
individual.
it is. Yeah. And there's definitely room for crossover, I think. Like,
Oh, totally.
I always say we should do a family Christmas album. I think that would go off.
100%.
Fun.
Wouldn't that
Or
be
like a family
hilarious?
Christmas special.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
something.
Like a variety show.
That'd be
Yeah.
such a great idea.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, it
no-brainer.
would.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be so good.
But
yeah.
we fully support that.
But yeah, for whatever reason, and maybe this because there's so many of us too, that there's five
It's true.
of us
It is
that
like
all do
full-on
music.
It's like Partridge Family.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Yes.
It's so crazy. I know.
It would be insane.
It would. Yeah.
It would be mental. I love it.
Tish is like, we got enough to manage
I'm
here.
thinking like
she's
this
like, I'm
sounds
good.
a
I just wanna get
nightmare
stoned.
and a fist fight waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like we could call this like family throwdown.
Oh my
Totally.
God.
The Cyrus throwdown.
Yeah.
I love it.
Totally.
It's so true. What is something that you guys do, whether it's, I don't know, like a practice you have or a hobby or just something that keeps you grounded outside of the music business?
When we're like off the road, you know, I don't live in LA. I'm out in Santa Barbara, so we're not like down the street, but I'm not that far. Like, you know,
No, it's pretty
door to
easy.
door to AJ's place is like an hour and a half. And you know, when we're not on the road, like I try to stay somewhat active, just like going to Pilates class if I can 3-4 times out of the week, or like, you know, going on like on a long neighborhood walk, you know, like that definitely really helps me. And I notice that when I don't do that, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of in a funk. Like I need to like get active again. And I think being on stage, being on tour, you're doing that, you know, 4 or 5 times a
Absolutely.
week
Yeah.
is really good for your brain.
Yeah.
So that I think is a big one. And AJ and I love spas. So that's just like a
We
passion.
love it.
That's
We love a
good.
spa.
Like,
I love
It's
it.
not like you can do that all the time.
Not that you can
but-
do that like every other week, but like, yeah, we are big into like going to a place, relaxing.
Do you do that while you're on the road? Like if
We
find a
try.
spot
We
on
Try
an
to, we
off
try
day?
to go at
We did
least,
a couple
like, once.
times.
Yeah, we did it twice. I
Chicago
think, on
was
this,
really
on this
a
last
great
tour, which
spot
was
in.
really
That's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
Molly loves the spa too.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, it's
More
the
than
best.
anything.
And some people just don't like it.
It's
Yeah, some people
fun.
don't
You
like the
don't love it.
massage.
I like to get a massage, but I don't want to do all the other stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
interesting.
like, leave me there for like 8 hours.
yeah.
Oh, 100%.
That's
I
so
could just
I'm like,
breakfast,
I'll eat
lunch, and
there.
dinner.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Molly,
Yeah.
exact same.
That's funny.
Yeah, obsessed with it.
I know.
I think
She
for
loves
me,
it.
like experiencing other forms of art, like I love like going to like the Academy Museum and seeing a great movie, or going to LACMA with my boyfriend, like seeing some great art. Like I like LA offers so many cool things outside
does.
of just music.
Yes.
That I do feel like there's a lot to see. Like on a weekend, I'll just be like, let's go see.
Santa
a great
Barbara
film.
does not offer that, but it offers
No.
the beach, which is good.
That
does.
does.
But it
It
is not
does.
having the art scene that Los Angeles.
Art scene is not there.
Yeah, more nature in Santa Barbara,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Which is
Totally.
nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody that's come from Disney Channel, I feel like the recurring theme that you hear is like, you know, I was put into a box, or there was pressure of who to be and what to sound like and what to do. And then anyone that comes out on the other side of it, like you guys have, feels a lot of pressure or maybe a freedom once they leave of being able to be who they are. Was there a transition like that for you guys? And I feel like where you've ended up, it feels very true to who you guys are. You guys have a very cool, authentic sound. But I'm just curious to hear from you guys, like what that transition was like and how you got out of the Disney box and into where you are now.
Well, it definitely took time. I think that's also why there was that 10-year gap for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for that gap, because there's a reason we're making the music we're making now. It does kind of make me sad, because I'm like, those were like, you know, prime time moments in your 20s where you could have been touring, you know, nonstop. And now it's like, gosh, we missed 10 years of that. But it's all right. You can't look back. But I think for me, we made 2 albums that didn't come out. One that was under Hollywood Records, that was the last album we made with them before we parted ways. And then one just labelless. It was through smaller distributor, and neither of them came out because they didn't feel right at the time. But I do think we exercised some of that on those records, and so I'm kind of glad they didn't come out. I mean, we've been able to now since like remaster them and release them just to fans through our like fan club, so you can get them on vinyl. But I do think those records actually helped us get some stuff out that we were like, wow, we need to shed some of this.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we felt stifled by the Disney Channel. I think we were there for actually a pretty short period of time, 5 solid years,
5 or 6 years.
which is still a long time.
long.
It is.
pretty long time.
It is.
That's the same as Molly, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Was
long.
that kind of similar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 or 5
Wow,
years.
that's kind of wild. Okay, I just figured it was longer for her, but that makes sense. So it's a long chunk of time, but it's not enough time to just completely redefine who you are, right? I mean, it feels like
Totally.
it. It feels like it in the moment.
Yeah.
And then you get out of it and you're like, well, that actually built like an incredible foundation. Like, I don't think people would care about this music necessarily now if there wasn't that foundation originally. I think some would, but it really it just kind of regenerated us years later. It's really awesome.
Yeah, and like I feel like when we kind of parted ways and left, at that point we were like, you know, 21 or 20 and 18. You know what I mean?
Still
Like,
pretty young.
So we were still young.
Yeah.
But also kind of made sense that like technically we were moving on from the channel, because the channel was really like for teens.
Yeah, it's time.
Totally.
It's
you
time.
know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it felt natural to move on from that, and it felt like that progression didn't it didn't seem like a big jump.
When you all were out on the road recently, did your husband and your baby go?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
see, that
They're
just
with
makes
us
it
full
all
time.
so much better.
It
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, Jack slept in the bunk with me.
Yeah.
And then my husband was in the other bunk.
Yeah.
Which made, again, like, I mean, I have
Yeah.
my family. I have my sister, my
Totally.
kid, and my husband. Like, great. What more do I need?
No, exactly.
And my dog, one of my dogs was out with me.
Yeah, and when Molly toured, that's what we always did.
We did,
I
yeah.
always had like Noah and Brazen with me. We had our dog. We we made it as much of a family
That's
thing
great.
as possible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was great.
I remember because like when I would go out on the road with my band, it was just the four of us, and it was really a duo. It was me and another girl, and then we had two guys that played with us, and I love Cody, and what we had was so cool. But Cody and I were not friends who started a band together. We got put together to do music, and then kind of became
You're like,
friends
wait, we can
from
maybe
that.
like be.
Oh, I didn't know
we
that.
Can be together
Okay,
doing
got it.
music.
Yeah, but it wasn't like we like had this closeness, this friendship or anything, and then we're in the band. So, she and I just never had that camaraderie, that like friendship that I feel
That
like
started
as
beforehand.
sisters you guys would have, or
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I just remember kind of being on the road and feeling very isolated, and the recurring feeling that I had is like, I'd be freaking walking around at 4 p.m. trying to waste time before the show, and I just felt like everybody was at home living their lives, and I was just out here, and mine was just on pause. Is how it felt to me, and I was really young. I was in my early 20s, and I can see how Miley being even younger would maybe feel like, well, all the other kids my age are
Right,
getting
like they're all
to
having
live life.
fun and they're like going to parties and
I could see
Totally.
anyone,
Yeah.
at a young age feeling like, well, everyone else is
I'm
living
missing
life,
out. Yeah.
and so much of tour is just sitting around and
It is.
waiting.
Yeah.
Being
It
on
is.
the hour you're on stage, the 2 hours you're on stage is awesome. Or the 30 minutes you're meeting fans after is so great. But there's 20 plus hours left in the day where you're just kind of existing.
Yeah.
And
You're like, what do I do
And
to
you have
kill
be
time?
you either have to kind of enjoy that or
Yes.
find something fun to do in
Totally.
that time, or you're like, or you're missing out and you're feeling FOMO. for
Totally.
back home. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do think that might be like the missing link is
Yeah.
like there are people like you guys who are able to take your whole lives with you and not feel that.
No, we're
And
so
then,
lucky.
And,
Yeah.
and I also think too, I have a lot of friends that tour, and I don't know, like there are a bunch of them that they just love it.
Love it.
They
Oh, yeah.
live for it. They eat, sleep, breathe it. They love it. It's like just, gets them out of bed in the morning, and it's their purpose in life, and they just love it.
Yeah.
And like in a
You
perfect
have
world,
to
I would
love
be
it like that.
I
Yeah,
would
you
be
do.
happy to be like, we tour, if like it could always be on and off, but like I would be stoked to know that we're touring like half the year, and then the other half of the year is like,
Making an album.
mean,
making an
honestly,
album or
that-
doing
yeah.
an acting project or whatever. Like that's in like a dream world if I could just like,
I agree.
paint the picture myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, like some other people would be like, oh hell no,
Yeah.
I want to do like a date here and there and be done.
Yeah.
Totally.
Totally. I know. I do like weekends, and that's perfect for me.
How does Noah feel about touring?
She loves
She
it.
loves it.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Loves
Cool.
it.
You can tell.
everything about it.
Yeah,
She
that's
kind of
cool.
she feels like she's got that tour family on the road.
She does. Her band is like her family.
Yeah, like she
That's
doesn't really
rad.
feel like there's much.
We played with her pedal steel player.
Oh really?
Yes.
really?
Yeah,
That was cool. He's amazing.
He's amazing, really talented. Yeah.
So
bands
good.
And
Yeah.
spoke really highly of Noah.
They're really good, and she loves it so much.
Okay, let's play a game before we wrap up.
Okay.
great.
What
do
is
it.
it going to be, Tiz? Is it the boring game or truth or toke?
You know what? It's truth or tote.
Wait, I love this.
So funny.
Okay. Yeah, give me mine.
Wait, Tish, when did you start smoking?
When me and Molly were on the road.
Yeah.
And we were on a brand new tour. We were on a brand new tour bus.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, it caught on fire. Like, I'm
The
talking
bus?
like a major fire. Like, burnt to the ground in 3 minutes.
No.
Brand new tour bus. I'm in the
Oh, you
back.
guys are sleeping.
Oh, yeah, because I always got the back room.
Was this out?
That was our
this out in
mom.
press?
Our mom had the back bed.
It ended up exactly. Yes, it was. This was like during the Bangers tour.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, I literally thought I heard like a gunshot, and I was like, "What the hell?" So I came running up to the front of the bus, and he was like, "It's okay. We blew a tire. No big deal." He's like trying to pull to the side of the road. He gets off the bus and is there for a second. Comes back in, and he goes, "Nobody panic, but the bus is on fire.
Get off.
Get out.
Get out."
Oh.
By the time I got Noah out, she was so little, and my dog,
that's
and
so
Molly's
scary.
manager
That's
at the time.
insane.
The whole it literally blew up. Like
Like if you guys had stayed in there.
Oh.
That's not. Bye.
bye.
Like literally went.
Yes.
I cannot believe
I
this.
could never sleep on a bus ever
Oh,
again.
you're probably triggered.
Literally completely traumatized.
I'm sure
And-
Miley is too.
Oh, Molly wasn't on it. Molly,
It was her bus, the management bus.
Got it.
the
was
management bus. I stayed behind and
Still triggering, I guess without.
So
Oh,
triggering.
she called me from the side of the road in the middle of the night
my
to tell me.
Oh yeah, because we were in the middle of nowhere.
Crazy.
This is so
Nowhere.
horrific.
So
And was Miley on another bus that had been like
she was already there. She was.
yeah.
We were going from Houston to New Orleans, and she had already made it to New Orleans.
Oh.
We were halfway between, and actually, she had to send her bus to pick us up because our bus
Right.
burnt to the ground.
Right.
So anyway, that's how I started smoking weed. I could not
Couldn't
sleep.
Oh, that's
then
when you
that helped
started.
you.
And Molly was like, "You got to try weed. You like," and
Makes
it helped
sense.
me so much.
Wow, that's
and
amazing.
That's how I started smoking. So it's been like 10 years ago, and
Okay.
then I literally took a break for like a year and a half, and then I just started smoking again.
Okay.
Does your mom smoke at all?
She does.
She does.
She kind of stopped, I feel like, in the last year.
Yeah, she goes. It goes on and off. But
there was a moment.
There was a moment,
sure.
and I feel like I know a lot of friends that use it as like a relaxant.
Totally.
Before going to sleep. Some people smoke it. I know all day long, but like, I know a couple of friends of mine who like literally cannot sleep because they have like anxiety from X, Y, and Z traumas in their life.
Yep.
And they're
Yeah.
like, the weed really helps me.
It helps so much.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
now
that's
she's
how-
the biggest stoner we
Okay,
have.
so let's
No, she's the biggest donor in LA.
really.
Literally.
I love
I
it.
said I'm the female Snoop Dogg.
Well, she
That's incredible.
she smoked toe to toe with Wiz Khalifa
I did.
Wow.
on the pod.
That
Did
was
you
crazy.
really?
Yes.
That's
He was on
badass.
the
Can you
pod.
hold it down pretty good?
I can hold it down good. Now I haven't smoked like that in a while.
Sure.
Okay.
So, but at one point I was, it was
Wow.
crazy.
I have like hardly any tolerance
Damn.
right now,
Oh,
so we'll see what happens
yeah.
because I haven't
Yeah,
smoked
we'll
in
see
a
what
bit.
AJ is.
But let's-
AJ's like walking out of here like, woo.
Totally.
I mean,
I can drive AJ's car. I'm
Exactly.
I just need a designated
Or you can tell the truth and toke. You can really
Okay.
do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Okay. No, I like the like if you pass, you'll tell.
Yes,
I like
yes.
that. Let's
I don't
go.
know that these are too controversial that you'll pass though.
Okay.
So, who was
Oh.
a wild card influence on your music growing up?
Wild card? Okay. I'm gonna say genre.
Okay.
Because I know that most people probably would be like, really? But country music was a huge thing
Yeah.
that was played in our family and in our car.
Growing up.
And like
A ton.
Martina
I love
McBride,
that.
It actually makes no
Tina
sense. We weren't
Carter,
just like a country
Faith
act
Hill,
right out of the
like,
gate.
All of them, the Judds, like
Uh,
all of those, just
Mm-hmm.
all of those women, specifically a lot of women in country
Yep.
music.
Dina Carter.
Yeah,
specifically.
like really influenced, I think, our like storytelling and
Yeah.
songwriting. But you wouldn't necessarily know that because our music isn't country. But
but I love that. I mean,
Yeah.
literally yesterday I was playing the Judds, and I listen to a lot of like '90s women's country.
Yes,
90s
it's the
country
best.
is great.
It is amazing.
90s female country, there was nothing like it.
I
And then a lot of
agree.
Alan Jackson.
So good.
Our
Oh
mom
my
was
God.
obsessed
My
with
mom
Alan
was
Jackson.
obsessed with Alan Jackson.
Oh my god, lots of albums.
And has the biggest crush on him.
Oh my gosh.
To this day. Huge.
love
Loves
I
him.
love it.
That's good. Which song of yours hits differently now versus when you wrote it?
Maybe Rush or
Rush?
No One.
Yeah. I would say Rush, I think.
Yeah. Well, we noticed that like a lot of our fans that are in the LGBTQ plus community really like latched onto that song. And obviously when we wrote it, I don't even think that was even in our mind. Maybe some subconscious
Yeah.
part of us. But then as we got older, we were like, oh yeah, this really is like an anthem. And it's just beautiful to see that people have continued to love that song and that it makes them feel like accepted and seen. And it's really beautiful and moving to
Yeah.
witness
Wow.
it at shows. So
I agree.
I
That
don't think
song
we
comes
knew
to
the
mind
life
first.
of that song at all.
yeah.
No way. Yeah.
Kelsey, is that the one you said was your favorite?
My favorite.
Yeah, that's
Rush?
right.
Oh, that's sweet. Thanks.
And the most trouble you two ever got into together.
Tish, we didn't even really do that much bad
Girl,
stuff.
we're
I know.
so.
I feel like you guys have always
We're so
been
lame.
like I know
straight-
it's almost like goody
straight
two
edge.
shoes
You-
vibes, but
you-
it's
I mean,
not. It's
I'm
just-
kind of like that.
You're
too.
straight edge.
The
You
worst
kind
thing
of
I
are.
ever did was sneak Miley out to see the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
when we were.
That was the
That's-
worst.
that's funny.
I mean,
hilarious.
honestly,
honestly,
they-
I'm like, everybody thinks my kids were so nuts, but you also, all
No,
of y'all are
all of
kinda,
you guys were
like,
not.
Molly's had her moments, but like, for the most part, like,
No, it's
boring.
Right.
It's a clean cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I mean, the most we got in trouble.
I always talk about when Molly and Brazen were little and took Noah and threw rocks at our own barn and
Oh, I do
crashed
remember
the
that.
window out.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably the
That's-
most
That's
very
pretty bad.
devious.
Okay,
Yeah. Vandalize
you know
their
what-
own
You know
place.
what we did do one
Yeah.
time is we teepeed in our neighborhood.
Travis Barker's
Travis
house.
Barker's house.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sorry,
good.
Travis.
Sorry, Travis, that was us.
I love it.
And
Yeah.
this was in Calabasas at the time.
You're
and
right.
You're behind gates, so they're probably thinking like nothing's gonna happen in my house.
And it was-
I'm
we
cracking
thought it was really cool.
up.
We went
It was
with,
like-
with my boyfriend and like I think his brother, and we did it late at night.
You're
And
right.
We thought we were
And it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was targeted. We had heard some things about him, and we were a little like, that's not cool. And so which was so not cool of us. And then later, I'm sure he's like a nice guy, and I can't believe we did that. And also, it was like kind of wet and dewy, so everything stuck.
Got stuck. So that was, I think at the time the guy I was dating was like, you got to get it wet because then they can't get out of the trees.
Oh my
It was
God,
really messed
that
up.
is
So that was maybe
hilarious.
one of our worst,
Yeah.
sister moments.
Did you all TP people? I think in La Cañada.
Yeah.
Great days.
Yeah.
Love
I
a
felt
La
like you
Cañada
did.
moment.
Love a La Cañada TP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. What's the guys that live next door?
To us?
John. Yeah, John and
across the
and
street.
no,
He
and
does hair.
Justin. Yeah.
Justin Anderson. Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Hilarious.
Justin.
Oh my
next
God.
door
Yeah.
to us.
So
Yeah.
good.
What's something fans would be surprised to know about your sister dynamic?
That they really truly love each other.
Totally. That we love each other dearly. Would you guys be surprised to hear that?
I don't know that we're naked around each other all the time.
I was just gonna say that. Like, and then we still like shower together sometimes.
We're like, we gotta get to the venue. It's like, well, hop in here. Let's just hurry up and do the
Oh my
shower.
God,
That's
I
good.
We do
love
it all
it.
the
I mean,
time
AJ literally
on
took
tour.
like a photo of me, I think, on this past tour, of me like sitting down in a shower, like eating nachos inside of it.
No, it's true.
And I was just like,
It's true, and I was
and
like,
it
you're an
it looked
animal.
like a Sprite, you know? And I'm just like,
I am
You're like, get in the
cracking
shower,
up.
you know?
Yeah,
gotta get
and
this
then I
done.
jumped in. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that good?
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, it's me. Let me see.
So far, no tokes.
I know.
Yeah. Wait. When are we supposed to do this?
That's why you
honestly,
can just toke
You
anyway.
gotta get some.
Just need to toe.
You're like,
Yeah.
me
Let's
too.
do
Okay.
it. Tish, you and I,
Yeah.
we're doing it.
Yeah.
This is iconic moment
Oh, you
together.
gotta play it right here.
Oh, right here. Here we go.
I don't think you guys are gonna have an answer to this one either.
Okay.
What? Okay, no. What era of your career makes you cringe but also smile?
Oh. Cringe.
I don't think you'll have a cringe moment.
You don't?
Really?
Really?
I feel like we
That's
do.
really sweet.
I just always think about like some of my outfit choices were
Oh yeah.
insane.
No, like there's like some red carpet stuff of like crimped hair, ponchos.
Oh my gosh.
I love
You
crimped
know,
hair.
a dress over jeans with
Oh,
three
yeah.
belts.
No, there was some crazy cringy
I just
styling.
feel like I saw that might be coming back.
And it probably is.
I think it is.
Dress over jeans.
I feel like
I've
it
been
kind of
seeing
is.
that a
No,
little bit.
and it should.
everything
Celtic
comes
is
back.
no.
It should not come
It
back.
should not. Yeah.
Honestly, I think our cringiest moment, and no shade to the movie, but was Sweet 16. I didn't love that film.
Actually, I agree.
No.
Really?
Like, Cowbells is sweet. I don't feel cringy about Cowbells.
Yeah.
Sweet 16, I'm like,
Oh my God, I so
And we
remember
didn't play
Cowbells.
Sisters,
Yeah.
which is also
we
kinda
didn't play
weird.
Sisters, and you were like really mean in it, and I was kind of lame. And like, I like just really cared about going green, but it's like you could tell this girl actually didn't. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, it wasn't
dying.
matching with the outfits you were wearing and the
No.
food choices you were making.
No, it was not consistent.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So it's that movie.
But
Okay, all right.
honestly, you guys, I love getting high because I can see the bigger picture. But
She can
I
see
feel
it, guys.
I feel like you guys both like did a great job right after Disney. I mean, girl, you did The Lovely Bones.
Oh, that's
That
sweet.
was insane.
That was
Great, great film.
You are a
was
great
cool.
actress.
Thank you.
Like great.
Thank
and
you.
then you did the cheerleading, which
Hellcats.
I loved.
Yes,
'cause
that was a good show.
it was so
and
good.
that was like in the
Loved that
height of
show.
CW.
like the height.
They were like-
CW was still like a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was like
was the
huge.
thing.
And then she did iZombie on CW. Like, you
Uh-huh.
had two really solid shows on that network. And now it's like, CW's not even a thing.
I
now.
don't think it is. Yeah.
No,
Gone.
yeah, it's gone. That's crazy.
wild.
I know.
It's
Well, I
insane.
feel like they did that because they're both talented.
I know.
They're
Well,
both so
yeah.
talented. They got
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
That's very sweet. Thank you, Tish, for
take
seeing
it.
the bigger
Yeah.
picture.
No, you all really did it.
Smoking.
I
Keep
feel like
smoking.
you did it right.
Yeah.
So,
That's
you know,
really
like,
sweet.
I think that's why they had such an easier, well, not easier, but an kind of
More
easier
seamless
a more
transition out.
seamless
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah. I do
Yes.
think it was a pretty smooth transition.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Things didn't need, it wasn't so extreme.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was your guys' first celebrity crush when you were kids?
Like first, I'm trying to think first.
Yeah, first, we definitely had quite a few. I mean, I'm like, we had quite a few.
Did you guys do the posters on the wall
Yes.
thing? Okay.
Yes,
so-
although it was very.
Our parents were
select.
weird about it.
She was weird. My mom was weird about it. She was like, I don't want you to be worshiping these boys.
She said that it was like very idealistic if we had like people's posters up. She was like,
not
okay,
wrong.
Mom. I was like, she's not wrong. She's
I
like,
actually love that.
she's like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but put up a poster of Jesus. Like, sorry. And we were like, huh?
No.
So
I'm
she allowed.
obsessed.
I know it's hilarious. It
funny.
kind of sounds like a Tish thing.
Oh
It
my
does.
God,
It actually
so
does.
much.
She
Yeah.
would let us use one area, and it was behind the back closet. Do you remember it was
That's so
inside
funny.
the bedroom?
Yep.
It wasn't like you walk into the room and you're able to just look at Aaron Carter's face. You know what I mean? It had to be like a secret area.
I remember loving Josh Hartnett. That was
Are
big
you
one.
serious?
Yeah.
I feel
Yes.
like you loved him.
No, you know who I loved?
Who?
Paul Walker.
You did.
I was
I
obsessed
had
with Paul Walker.
So many Paul
Agreed.
Walker.
I think
Agreed
that
on
was
Paul
actually
Walker.
probably my number one. That's a
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
And then maybe
We didn't really have any like it wasn't as much music. It was more like actors.
Yeah, same.
For whatever reason.
I mean, we
Uh-huh.
were obsessed with NSYNC at the time.
Yeah, we
when
loved
they came out.
NSYNC, but I don't think we had crushes on anybody.
No.
It was
Yeah.
more just like we loved the music and
No, Paul
That
Walker
is
was up
so
there.
funny. Can we have a poster of Jesus?
That is
Mom.
good.
that's pretty funny.
That is so something I would say.
It really does sound like
Serious?
something.
But if you had said that, I would have been like, you have posters of Pam on
Right,
your
they're
wall.
like, please.
Right.
That's true.
She
That
had
is
Pam
so
Anderson all
true.
over her closet.
You're like, yeah, you're being a
Amazing. I can
hypocrite,
picture
Mom.
it. Like Pam Anderson photos.
Yeah. Okay, wait. What is the best advice you've ever gotten from another woman in music?
Well, we're really close with Nancy Wilson of Heart. She's kind of like a mentor.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah, and she's just
She's
a cool
awesome.
human, and like,
I knew you were going to say this.
you know, she has just always kind of just been there as like a sounding board for AJ and I. And we wrote some music with her, years ago, and kind of in our moment where we were like really lost and we didn't know like what we were doing and what the music was really supposed to sound like at this point in our career. And she just was like, like being a woman in this business is like really hard. And obviously, her and Anne have paved the way for a lot of women. And then there's, there's just this long line of this lineage, right? And I think the advice that she's kind of given us over time, like on and off, was just like how important the sisterhood is, and that like it always comes down to like the sisterhood and the sister relationship. And like, of course,
And putting that ahead of the band.
Yeah, putting that in front of the band. And I know that there's been times, that a relationship can kind of ebb and flow. But like if that always kind of comes back, that's like the most important thing. And her and Nancy would be the first person to say that her and Anne are more
different than we are.
opposites
Yeah,
than we are.
way more.
Like
Yeah.
she always kind of spoke about them being much more opposite. And she's like, you and AJ actually are a little bit more yin and yang to each other in a way that like really complements one another.
Big time.
And there isn't this kind of like friction.
Yep.
But also that friction too is probably what also makes a lot of bands like have
rock band.
like maybe a great rock band and have
Yeah.
that energy and that like passion. So she's just she's over the years just been somebody that we've just been able to use as a sounding board, and she's just a really rad human.
That's really cool for
Yeah.
you guys to have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
she's
AJ, you've
awesome.
like reached out to her when you were kind of having a hard moment
Yeah.
on tour. And
I
she
called
was
her
there.
on tour
Yeah.
back in 2021. We had a really difficult tour. We had dealt with 4 bus breakdowns because we were just coming out of COVID.
Oh, wow.
And then we had survived a mass shooting the first night of the tour, which was wild. Like our
you
bus got
serious?
hit. Yeah, like crazy. So I was and my mental health was declining on that tour rapidly due to some changes I had made in my antidepressants, and I was just not feeling well. And I remember calling Nancy on that tour. I think I had COVID, actually. I was really sick, and I was like, I have to just talk to you. Like, I'm struggling. And she gave me some just really, really beautiful advice about just like how to forge forward and like that it's not going to just go away. But I remember feeling really uplifted by the fans after that first night when the shooting happened, because I think a lot of fans thought like we were going to cancel the tour, and Allie and I, we did consider it, and we were like, we actually feel like we need to just stay back out there, like stay out there, talk about it, pray about it, like whatever we need to do to get out in the open on it, as opposed to like hiding. I think that would have been really bad for us actually at the end of the day.
And no one in our band and crew was injured, thank God.
Thank God. Otherwise that would have looked very
So
different.
this was at your show.
It was very late at
It
night.
was on the corner that our bus was parked, and our bus was
Yeah.
caught in the crossfire while we were in it.
It was in Sacramento, and it was like 2 a.m., so we had just finished loadout, but it was night 1 of the tour, so people were still establishing a rhythm, so things took a lot longer that night, and we were there right when it happened, and the bus got hit, the trailer got hit, like it was wild. We all just like sheltered in place on the ground and waited for it to be over, but it was,
So traumatizing.
yeah, it was really scary.
We were, and it's interesting because like speaking of just traumas and how like you saying I don't want to be on a bus again because it caught on fire.
Totally.
I think we kind of had like this thing about being scared that would like ruin touring for us because we loved it so much. We were like, we don't want to let this like take away our joy for the road. And, that tour in general was just so hard, like AJ said, because of the shooting, because of multiple people getting COVID. multiple bus breakdowns, shows that had to get rescheduled. It just felt like one thing after another was just like piling on, and we were like, what? And it was everybody coming out of COVID, so it was like just an onslaught of people touring at that moment. And once we got off the road, I think we were really like wiped out from it, and just kind of like, okay, we did it, we made it through. Like, it was fulfilling, but that was really hard and really stressful. And then like immediately after that, we were offered an opening slot on Ben Platt's tour, and we took it because we thought maybe this is our moment to like kind of like bring us back to like a healthy place with touring again.
Totally.
And it was
And
only
it
a
did.
few months afterwards, and it really did. It was very weird.
Yeah, it was amazing.
But we just said like, yeah, let's do it. And we were out for like 6 weeks or something.
Yeah. We had a blast.
And we had a blast. And it like really like renewed our like view of touring again, and it like healed us. It was very strange. But
That is
it was beautiful.
amazing,
Yeah, it was
though.
cool.
I mean, it seems like it was so meant to be, because that could have
was.
been,
Yeah.
could have gone the other way for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be the last one.
Okay.
Finish this sentence together. We're most proud of ourselves for.
Do you want to say it at the same time? On the count of 3?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm closing my eyes because that's how I telepathy with her.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Our
Writing our
activism.
songs for the first time as young girls.
Oh, I love both of these things.
I love them
I went with 2
both.
words in her sentence. Just kidding.
Was it 2 words?
Okay, and you
No, I made up the 2 words though.
And you said acting.
Our activism.
activism.
Love that.
Yeah, but then I love what you said because I actually feel like they're
yeah,
intertwined.
They are intertwined, and like the activism gets to speak through the songs, which I think is kind of the best part of it, and that
100%.
we've been doing it since we were young. But you're
Yeah.
right, the activism.
No, and the power of the
incredibly
songwriting
important.
is really, really special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Al.
Yeah.
What if
Well,
we were
this
like,
was
no,
so fun.
We're
gonna
not
answer
done.
this?
Oh, I thought you said it was the last
Just
one.
for truth or joke. We have one more thing.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
We've been skipping Dear MT, so I
Okay.
figured we would. Yeah, we have a segment called Dear MT where the stoners ask advice. Usually they ask Tish for advice, but we all chime in.
Okay.
Sometimes she doesn't give.
Wait,
credit.
Dear MT, like Dear Mama Tish?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I got it.
It's fun.
This one's just written in. So sometimes they send videos. Sometimes they send. This one's just a message. So this one says, "My name is Chloe." Very interesting spelling. Chloie. Chloe. I'm a 23-year-old stay-at-home mom to 1 toddler boy. First, I just wanted to say thank you guys for getting together every week to make these episodes. It has been really something I look forward to. Motherhood can feel very isolating at times, especially staying home. So the 1 hour of girl talk through my week really makes the difference. So thank you guys so much. My questions for you guys are, number 1, Tish, any parenting advice for a new mom? This would be a good one for you to
This
answer
is
as well. Allie.
great for you, because it's been so long.
You're like, I am not a new mom.
I am not new, thank goodness. Yeah, you're
Let's
new
let
at
Allie take this one
Yeah,
away.
go for it, Al.
Jeez. Not that I'm some expert, but I feel like making an effort and a point to like not stop your life because you had a kid is really important. And I think it's actually really important for our mental health. And of course, like there's going to be some things that just change. Like you're just not able to like pop into a Pilates class spontaneously, in the way that you maybe could have 3 years ago. But I do think that like having some of that normalcy and retaining some of that in the best ways that you can, like still going out on a date night if you're with a partner, still going and like, running some errands without the kid. Like I literally went and did some grocery shopping by myself, and I was like, this is really nice to not just, have like a kid kind of wanting like every single thing in the grocery store. And I left,
I remember those days.
and I just
Oh,
left him
gosh.
with my husband, and I just was
pointing
out
at
for like an hour, and I was like, that was like therapeutic.
That's awesome.
Seriously.
But,
I
like-
think it is so important.
Yeah, I think it's really
Yeah.
important. So I think that's maybe one little thing.
I think
of
that's
advice.
amazing advice.
I do too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and because I think sometimes that's really hard to do.
Well, yeah, I think I've seen some of my friends struggle with that a little
Totally.
bit.
Isolate.
Especially like having kids. Not that we're old, but like in your late 30s, it's like you've been this person your whole life
Yes.
for 38 years or however long it is, and all of a sudden you're like having a bit of an identity crisis.
Totally.
Because everything that you were is now like you're just wrapped up in I'm a mom, and then when you leave everything else behind, I think some women really struggle with like just who am I anymore without
Totally.
XYZ things that I was
100%.
before. So I think that's so dead on, like maintaining
Yeah.
who you were before you had a baby and before you were a mom is so important because it's such a big part of who you are too.
Totally.
that's true.
Yeah.
And like you're also going to be able to be a better mom and show up for your kid if you're
Totally.
like, happy with your
And true to yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because it is crazy, because I feel like like I was a mom for so long because I have 5 kids, and it was just like the longest period of my life I've been a mom. And then when that, I think for me, it's more about them even moving out because Molly and Noah live so close. Right. But just having older kids and not being like every day is like wrapped around the kids and what I'm gonna. Empty nest syndrome is a real thing, and it is freaking hard.
I feel like it would be very hard.
It's so hard, and like I think,
especially with a ton of kids.
And I didn't do exactly what you're saying. So like really, like everything was just with the kids. Like I didn't have a friend group and all the things.
That was a lot of our mom too.
It
was
was
all
1,000,000%,
She wrapped it
especially
all
when
up
you
in
have
us.
kids in the
And
business.
Yeah.
Like you're the mom, the friend, that you're all of it.
Yes.
And so for me, that has been really hard. And so I love this advice because I think if you do those things and like you said, like be who you are and make time for friends and
hold
make
on to
times
your
for all these
identity.
things, that it's an easier transition.
You're right. That's probably
at
true.
this age.
Yeah,
You're not
that's a
just like
great
shell
point.
shocked when your kid's like, bye, I'm off to college.
Complete shell shock. Like it's
great point.
crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm so glad your mom's doing so well and she's loving life. And because I on TikTok a lot, there's so many women that aren't.
Yeah.
That's true.
What else?
One last little note here from Chloe. She said, P.S. I've been a Miley fan since birth.
Wow.
I'm convinced this photo is some of my earliest memories of my first ever concert. That was, of course, Miley Cyrus concert.
Wait, how little is she?
Pretty cute.
Oh my
23
God.
now, which is crazy.
A
She's
little
tiny.
teeny tiny girl.
That's precious.
I mean,
And
I
is she
think-
wearing the merch?
Yeah.
She's totally wearing the merch.
That's
She's
wild.
Cute as can be. My God, this is old. Like Miley is.
You're like, wait a minute, this is really old.
She's
Miley's
23.
like, I know this
So yeah.
Yeah, because Miley on here is like 12.
That's so crazy.
I might know it.
Do
I know,
you
I feel like-
recognize? Okay, this is funny. Do
Yeah,
you
I think I do
recognize?
that. too.
Do you recognize like bootleg shirts where you're like, that's not a legit?
Totally.
Like, that's not a legit sold at
Our
the
mom
merch
would
booth.
have no idea.
Oh yeah, no, I would be like,
No.
okay.
She's like,
I love that.
She'd be like, honey, I bought this shirt.
We'd be like,
I know
"That's a
it's you.
bootleg shirt,
We'd be
Mom."
like, huh? She'd be like,
Yeah.
it looks great to me.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's
see a
so
difference.
funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
So funny.
love
I
that.
feel like I picked all the pictures during that
Yeah,
time.
you did.
So I
For sure.
remember.
Yeah.
Like
You're
from
like, wait a minute, I designed this. This does not look right.
I did
not my
not
work.
approve this picture.
That's funny.
That's too good. Oh, thank you guys so much.
Thank
This
you
has been
for
so
having
fun.
us.
So much fun.
This was really special.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
I
so
really
glad.
loved this.
Me too.
I want to see your
too.
mom.
It's really
there.
rare that we.
Let's
yeah, you
exchange
gotta see
contact.
more.
Yes,
So
we
we
should
can
for
like
sure.
actually hang. Like,
gotta see
you
more.
know, same with like if you want to come out to San Ynez, like
Yeah, check it out. And
Yeah.
then
Like,
we'll help
I know you guys are
check out
playing
the areas.
Bonnaroo.
Yes, in
Plug
June.
that real quick. You guys are going on tour. You're playing
Yeah.
Bonnaroo next year, which is so sick.
Yeah,
and
June.
so if I'm in Nashville, I would love to come. And if
Please.
not that, like I truly am such a fan of you guys. Like I listen
She
to your
really
music all the
is.
time.
Thank you.
What's the album? It's got the really long title that you guys put out a few years ago.
A touch of the beat gets you up on your feet. Gets you out
I
into the
played that
sun.
on repeat so much. Like I truly love it. So I'd love to come see you guys and
That's
of
so
course
sweet.
hang out. And
oh yeah, you got to come to a show.
It's really
Like,
rare
that's
that you get to
easy.
do like an interview, like a hang with your friends,
I
and
know.
to be this much of a blast from the past. Like it really blessed me. I loved
Crazy.
this.
Like when our publicist said like, yeah, like, you know, like, are you guys available to come on? We were like, yeah, of course.
Yes.
I was like,
Like,
also, I was like,
anytime.
we haven't seen them in years. Like, this is like a long time coming.
Yeah, this was a treat.
It's meant to be.
Totally. Well, thank you guys again. And
Not
stoners-
everyone feels that way.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
But they're in trouble, whoever isn't feeling that way.
way. I think you guys might know who that is.
Okay, got it. Well, now we're going to have our conversation.
Yes, we
outside.
can have the offline chat. Yes,
Our
we are.
offline toke and
Stoners,
talk.
Seriously.
we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, stoners.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation and Hopetown Entertainment.